It's your number one newspaper review program that is being watched all over the world. Thank you so much, viewers, for always keeping in touch with us on this program. We really appreciate you viewers and reviewers on this platform. All right, today's edition of this program, I have the Punch and the Vanguard newspaper still on NSAS protests that took place some weeks ago. Quickly to stories on the front pages of this journal. Place after looters 483 arrested in Lagos, Plateau, Anambra, others. On to the next one. We will fish out looters. Lagos, Osun, Akwa Ibom Police Commands vow. 14 killed during looting of Kogi, Adamawa, Taraba, palliative warehouses. Palliatives in warehouses. Evidence Buhari isn't our problem. That's what the daughter of the president is saying. Palliatives in warehouses. Evidence Buhari isn't Nigeria's problem, says daughter. Renegotiate Nigeria. Imbalance producing sorrow, poverty. Renegotiate Nigeria. Imbalance producing sorrow, poverty, says Danjuma. On to the next one. Lagos massive attacks. Plot to weaken southwest economy, says governor. Lagos massive attacks. Plot to weaken southwest economy, say governors. On to the next one. Down the paper we have friends prevented soldiers from going away with my son's body in Lekki, says grieving mother. Hoodlums attacked, chased away contractors repairing Lagos Abuja expressway. Quickly to the Vanguard newspaper for more stories. Governments, businesses count losses to end SARS protests. Governments, businesses count losses to end SARS protests. Economy losses 54 billion naira daily under curfew. Sanwo-Olu to Gbajabiamila. Assets replacement cost in Lagos put at 1 trillion naira. Effects will manifest in GDP, says Professor Lekki. Firms lose over 1 trillion naira, says investment banker. On to the next one. Lekki, I have no stake in LCC, says Tinubu, calls for shutdown of toll gates. I have no stake in LCC, says Tinubu, calls for shutdown of toll gate. Quickly to the picture we have here. We have youth discover COVID-19 palliative items at the Gwari Avenue in Kaduna yesterday. The top of the paper, investigate Lekki shootings now. Catholic bishop urge federal government. NECO postpones SSCE exams indefinitely. All right, we have our reviewers right here at the newsstands. They are ready to analyze what we have on the front pages of the Vanguard and the Punch newspaper. Let's join them. Good to meet you today.
It's a pleasure.
I think peace is returning to the cities.
That is our prayer. Everybody wants the escalation of the whole issue so that life can come back to normal.
And I know you are in support of it.
Of course, I say any right-thinking member of the society want the whole thing to de-escalate because crisis is an evil wind that blow no one good. And it's unfortunate that what ordinarily was a peaceful protest, the irresponsible nature of our Nigerian army has caused monumental loss of life, property, and all that. It's unfortunate.
Now, the governor of Lagos State, Sanwo-Olu, said the Lagos State has lost about 1 trillion naira to these protests. Now, when you look at the number of things they were vandalized, properties they were destroyed. Do you think it's worth that amount?
To be quite honest with you, the destruction is monumental. The looting is monumental. The burning is monumental. The arson is monumental. But I'm not in a position to appraise the level of destruction, because I think he's in a better position to do that, because he has touched almost all the places where properties were destroyed, properties were burned down, warehouses were looted. He's in a better position to do the appraisal and give us updates. Personally, I cannot counter his argument or his assertion, because I have not done any independent investigation to arrive at any amount.
Would you say the shooting at Lekki Tollgate emanated to the hoodlums or protesters, going towards destroying properties, or what?
Mr. Amak, if you tell me, I'll tell you that this crisis was avoidable if not for that shooting that happened at Lekki Tollgate. Because hitherto there have been peaceful protests, and again, even the disruption of the protests in diverse places, there are speculations that even government sponsored those talks. And to lend credence to it, a retired director of DSS came on live television on channels to say that he called the highest authority of DSS, and that they said the security detail assigned to a senator were involved in disrupting the protest, those peaceful protests. Then again, to address the question you asked, if not for that shooting at Lekki Tollgate, I tell you that this crisis wouldn't have escalated. Because you can talk of crisis in any other part of the country while that protest was going on, but not that Lekki Tollgate. It was peaceful, organized. In fact, it was well coordinated, organized, to the point that if they apprehend any person that is unruly, any person who is involved in theft, they will hand the person over to police. So there was no basis for the shooting. And again, look at the event that chronicled before the shooting. The closed circuit television, CCTV, was disconnected. The light was switched off. The billboard that have light that could illuminate the environment after all this light went off was disconnected. So I don't think it was coincidence. It is left to imagination to decipher what actually transpired. But for me, it was not coincidence. It must be a written script that some people were acting. And if you ask me, I will tell you that the level of coordination of the activities that culminated before the shooting shows that it was a high-powered syndicate that did it. It is not the common masses that did it. So, if you ask me, I will tell you that the escalation of the crisis, hoodlum hijacking the protest, is as a result of that shooting. Because at a point when all stakeholders globally, whether the American government, the British government, European Union, UN, were unanimous in condemning the activity of Nigerian army. Nigerian army was busy denying and calling it a fake news.
They debunked it.
And to the point that even Mr. President had to address the nation, the nitty-gritty, that shooting, he never made mention of it, and disappointed in that Mr. President's speech. And I even encourage Mr. President to even come up again and apologize to Nigerians that he has failed us for that speech where he refused to make mention of that Lekki shooting. Because I can understand he's saying they are waiting for investigation. Mr. Mike, it is unfortunate that we are hearing this from Mr. President, because from all known law, the president is the commander of the armed forces. So for the military to go and shoot, Mr. President has questions to answer. There are so many questions begging for answer. Who deployed those military personnel? Even at the point where the military denied that it was not military that went there to shoot, the governor of Lagos State said the military actually deployed military to the scene. So Mr. President owes us a duty to answer these pertinent questions as to who deployed those military personnel, who ordered them to shoot. Until these questions are answered, we cannot stop asking them.
All right, thank you so much. Yeah.
You don't call these guys looters. What is written on the bags of those bag of those rice? The bags was or is palliative, COVID-19 palliatives, not for sale. Each state governor of the federation hoarded it. They stack it in various warehouses across the nation. Those bags of rice belong to Nigerians, innocent Nigerians. I think understand. It belongs to you and I. It belongs to everybody. So I don't see the reason why you should be using the word loot. Nigerian youth, Nigerian old, both youth and old, they are not looting. As far as I'm concerned, it is their fundamental rights to take what is theirs. Michael, if I could be opportune to be at Maza, the very hour they discover those rice in the warehouse, my brother, I think I would have succeeded on absconding with 3 bags. One on my buttocks hip, one on the center of my back, one on my neck, even 4 on my head. The only issue is if there is, had it been I was mobile, Mike, I would have carted away more than 10 bags because it is my right, which denied me. Some 3-4 months ago, Nigerians were hungry. These people were hoarding rice in the warehouse. Mike, police should not go after these people. It is their rights. Those rice, those indomie, those egg, those gari, those bags belong to them. They would have distributed it to everybody. Why should police go after you when you had what belonged to you? Are you a thief? Are those guys thieves? They are not thieves. Those bags of rice are theirs. It is their rights. You don't go after somebody's rights. You can't hold me on my property. Why should you go after, shoot at them when they are fighting or scrambling for what is theirs? As far as I'm concerned, no looters, no hoodlums. What aggravated every matter was shooting at the toll gates. Had it been they allowed those youths to air their rights to members of the world, there wouldn't have been anything like looting as you use the word. That one is not looting. What I mean is the destruction of chop rice and other government facilities. They wouldn't have
the front pages of journals. Yeah, we have it on the front pages.
Looters. That's wrong caption.
So don't direct it to me.
No, you are not the one. Those journalists that are writing rubbish. It's not looting. They are not looting anybody's rice. It is their rice. They are taking away what is theirs. I think you understand. Those bags of rice belong to them.
Now, quickly to the losses.
The losses I'm trying to say sorry to Lagos State government here is destruction, looting of chop rights. That's looting. You understand me? They looted shop rights. They bought BRT.
Who broke into shop rights?
Who broke into shop rights was they were the hoodlums, not protesters.
And they looted.
And they looted shop rights.
And so,
thank you.
What are you telling me now?
What we are talking about is the warehouse. I'm talking about bags of rice, indomie, bag of gari, palliatives. It is written there plainly. So plain, not for sale. Palliatives. Let me tell you, burning of BRT, wrong. Looting, chop right, wrong. Break it. Listen, Mike. Other properties. Breaking into warehouse. I don't call it breaking into warehouse because they should officially open the warehouse and give it out.
Even private warehouses apart from the COVID-19.
Apart from COVID-19, yeah. I've not seen with my eyes. I can't believe government anymore because you see they have wasted 2 generations. Government of Nigeria has wasted 2 generations. A generation is 30 years. 2 generations, 60. You see a set of people that's gone woefully, uneducated, uninformed, wasted. My brother, 60 years of Nigeria independence is a wasted celebration of 60 useless years of independence.
And do you think the federal government has learned a lesson from this incident?
I don't think they are going to address the demands of the youth. If they are going to address it, they are going to consider it fine, but I'm not seeing them as people that are remorse, are people that are sensitive. I think understand. Over the demand of the youth. I'm telling you, Michael, you don't know federal government again. What are you saying? This is Nigeria, not London. Let us pray to God that electricity should be addressed. Do you understand? Electricity overbilling should be addressed. NSAS and SWAT. We don't want old wine in a new bottle. That is swapping SAS to SWAT is like carrying manyangbo, old wine of, let's say, overnight of 1 week, 7 days, and go watch the bottle, clean it very well so that you will sell. Put it so that people will look at the bottle and say, this bottle is no. But when you sip the wine, it's gonna slap you both ways.
Now, Raphael, if the government, the federal government, didn't meet with their demands, do you think, or do you see the Nigerian youth coming up with another protest?
Yes. That's what I'm hopefully believing God to, is that there should be good governance, as those guys listed it out. They should scrape off the current pump fuel price. They should scrape off the current discourse that are
at least increase in price of commodities.
Thank you. Generally. The discourse, the NEPA, i.e. Ikeja electricity, this, that, all those discourse, they are thieves. And they are all public office holders. Before Obi they Atiku them they Obasanjo they all of them, they are the discourse who are extracting money from Nigeria, extorting money from us. In the name of NEPA. No be federal government get NEP again, no federal government get chair there. Now these people, the same people are tormenting you and I. Okay? They should do what? Stop overbilling. NEPA, electricity overbilling. They should attend to it. Good governance is the hallmark benchmark. Good governance. Let us feel the better Nigeria. Let us enjoy our country. Good governance. They should attend to the demands, grievances of these boys. If they should attend to it, fine. Let me tell you, the youths are the strength of any country. This is the time, for the first time I've known that. I'm a youth. But I have not ever dreamt in my life that Nigerian youth could go this far. Bringing the attention of international communities to the tyrannical regime of our masquerade President Buhari. As far as I'm concerned, is a man in mask ruling us. So I don't know what they are talking about. They should attend to our grievances. They should ask the youth, what do you want? To correct the ills, all these chaos in the society. They are the one enjoying the benefit of this government. Them and their government, and their officials. Let me tell you, let the prices, the payment of senators should come down. Their salaries, governors' salaries should be scraped. They should listen to Senator Okorocha's advice.
All right, thank you so much.
For Christ's sake.
Thank you so much, Raphael.
Mike, I'm very, very disappointed of this nation. Do you know why I'm disappointed?
Okay.
First of all, I'm sorry for those who lost the life of their children in Lokito Gate. Anybody in this nation, any ruler, anybody, any political office in this nation who cannot say sorry for what happened to Lekki Gate before this year come and end, he will have plenty dead body in his own house. There's a parable Igbo people say. They said, when you carry a corpse that belongs to another family, the other family will think that it is firewood. Look at our president, our governors. They don't care. What they are caring is about properties and other things. It can never be well for them. It can never be well for them. Now they are trying to put confusion in the Nigerian youth. They want to say that it's a religious issue and it's a tribalism issue. It's not a tribalism. It's a wickedness of them. Where the daughter is saying that the problem is not from his father, but his father is a father of this nation. He's a president of this nation. Before this process lasts for two weeks, our president does not say anything. He's ruling us with military mind. He's doing us with military mind. Oh, in short, let God intervene in this nation. They are saying we are Igbo people causing problem. Igbo man is not causing any problem, but they are the ones who causing problem for themselves. People that are outside the world, international leadership, they have seen what is going on in this nation. But I pray, let God intervene in our case. I don't have much to say. Thank you, Mr. Mike.
The one where they see since where they come, I no get joy this morning as I dey like this. The one wey dey worry me, the big pass all of them. My own verse go for all the 36 state governor, be you PDP, be you APC, you no go better for now. People una go London pack food, carry coronavirus come Nigeria. People donate money for una buy food keep for warehouse dey spoil. People dey die for coronavirus. All the whole 36 states see food wey dey waste, and all these governors wey dey tell people to return the palliative wey dey carry no go better for now. Na your papa get am, na your papa get the money. You dey tell people wey get the food wey dey get, dey pack dey chop. You dey tell them say make dem return am before 3 days. E no go better for all of you. And the person wey no get sense na him go return the food. The problem wey dem dey see say e never start. Very soon all of them, both the governor, dem go run leave their state because enough happen. We don suffer enough. Na dem go outside carry poison coronavirus come Nigeria. Thank God say coronavirus no kill us. If not, we Nigeria wey no get government, which government wan fight for na the state governor, abi the senator, abi the representative that don't know whether you are existing. And when people are fighting for one voice, some people are using tribalism to deceive all of you. You know why Nigeria no go achieve wetin dem dey look for? If dem no stop to use tribalism to deceive other people. This fight is one voice of the youth of this country. We are not controlled by tribalism. We are not controlled by the religion of whatever they said. What we are fighting for is one voice of this nation. If we want to fight to be together, is it religion and tribalism that we use to fight it? We must kill tribalism. We must kill that religion that they use to deceive us when we were small. Now we are fighting for a good Nigeria, one Nigeria, and anybody wey stand against it, that person, na him, he go run comot for the country. Na so all of them go continue to dey run. E never start. You know, go better for
now they leave the main causes of the protest and are now talking about the truth of the palliative. The palliative that they just made away with is what belongs to them. Because I watched one governor say this morning that the government have not used them to share the palliative, something that have been given over 3 months ago, and they kept it even inside the upper palace. They keep most of the palliative in there. What is the palliative in that place? How can an individual keep what belongs to the masses within himself? It's unfair and it's not good. That is why the Nigeria is not moving forward. Because individually we are not doing what we're supposed to do. You were given something to go and share for the masses for what is happening in Nigeria. They went and kept it within themselves. Now
but people were dying of hunger
during
COVID-19 lockdown.
And there's a hunger in the land. People are dying. Look at how much is a cup of rice now. The thing of rice now is 500 naira. How many people will afford to buy it? Hunger is killing people. They went and spoiled it, and they said, you can imagine the story they're making this morning, that those palliatives are being expired. Can a reasonable person say that something are being given to share for the masses, you want to support? Because they're not buying anything, they're not buying fuel, they're not buying food. Everything that they're using is by our money. That's the reason why they can do anything they want. I think this one has shown us that Nigeria belongs to the youth. And it's a high time we forget about tribal settlements and face what is happening in Nigeria.
Face reality.
Face the reality of what happened in Nigeria. And then it's a high time we need to stand up. Our leaders they're not put us anywhere. The youth must rise and take our home and take the bull by the horns.
Like we do say, good governance is the benchmark, and we pray the president addresses all these demands the youth have agitated for. All right, on this note, we say goodbye to you on today's edition of Bystanders at Distance. Join us next time on the same platform. I still remain Michael Adekunle behind the camera. I have Festus Oluwabukumi. You can join me on social media on Facebook, Michael Temitayo Adekule. You can subscribe to our sister channel, Flip TV Plus. Kudos to the CEO of Flip TV, Abiodun Fukoloyi. Thank you so much. God bless you.